Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Marquita. If you're new here, welcome. So glad that you decided to stop by today. So in this video, as promised, I told you guys I would show you guys a little hack that I'm going to try to do to this clear cover that I picked up recently. So the only problem that I noticed with it is that it's a little bit wonky. It's a little bit too wide. The loop is just out of place. It's just too big. And so I need to tighten it up a little bit. So that's what we're doing in this video. But first, if you're new to my channel, I hope you'll stick around and consider subscribing and also giving me a thumbs up on this video if you enjoy it. So let's jump on in. If you want to see this hack, make sure to stick around. Alright guys, so as you can see, this case is super loose. I love it so much, but the only thing is that it's just too wonky, it's too big, and so I need to tighten it up a little bit. So I'm gonna hack it. So this is gonna be like the real deal run. It's not a test run. I'm gonna try it, and if I mess something up, then yeah, I'm hoping not to. So the first thing you want to do is just line it up. So I'm just looking at the back here just to make sure that this little part here is gonna be in the middle and just line up properly. And so that's what you want to do first, is just get the spacing right. So I have to move the planner around a little bit in here just to kind of make sure that it is lined up properly, so that way when I trim off the edge of the strap of where it closes, it'll be lined up properly and it's going to fit right. And so that's what you want to do first, just line it up properly. All right, so now that I have it lined up properly, then I want to go ahead and pull that strap over and get it as tight as I want it. So again, you're just kind of playing around with it to get it precise, and then pull that strap on over so that way you can get it as tight as you want. So that's going to be a matter of preference. I like mine pretty tight because I don't want it to move around at all, and I feel like it's just so much leeway right now, so much spacing that I have a lot to work with. So I'm just moving it around, and then I'm going to close it and just make sure that that's exactly how I want it. So that's the next step in the process. Just tighten up that strap, get the spacing right with how tight you want yours, and then what we're going to do is mark it. And then once we mark it, we're ready to cut it, and that is the scary part. So we're hoping that this all works out. All right, so now that we have it cut, we can just kind of pull it over again just to make sure that that's going to work out, and I think it will. All right, so now we need to get that snap off of there. So I was thinking how I would do that, and now that I'm thinking of it, you guys, I might not put the snap right here because I'll have to bring it over too far to close it. So good thing I didn't make it permanent yet. I think even if I put it right there, it'll be okay. But you kind of want to get it right the first time. So I need to figure out how to get this out of here. So I was thinking I'll just cut it out. All right, y'all, so that didn't go completely how I imagined it. So I had to use a razor blade. And so I'll put that away. And so what I was thinking would happen in my head is that I would cut a little slit through one of the parts, and then I would be able to just shimmy the whole thing off. And I would have like this indentation inside, and then I could pull the snap apart. But of course it didn't work that way. And so now I'm stuck with this, and as you can see, it's still a little bit more residue of the cover on it. And so what I'm going to do, I'm just winging it, y'all. I'm literally winging it. So what I was thinking I would do is go ahead and try to see what I can do, y'all. In terms of getting it on here, this is gonna be the tricky part. I think this is gonna be the tricky part, y'all. Okay, so yeah. I was hoping this would just go right, y'all. And I'm not even sure if I'm doing this the right way. I'm just kind of doing it the way I think would work best, because it was just annoying me so much. All right, I'm gonna go for it. And I think what I may be able to do, I'm gonna have to remark it though, because we don't want it. Okay, I just put a circle there just so I can see how big. You can always wipe that away with some acetone or some alcohol. So I was thinking I was gonna make a crisscross, or like an X, and then try to shimmy that in. So at this point, y'all, I don't think we have a choice but to go for it. And then I was gonna put a little bit of super glue in there to make it stay. Okay. I'm pretty sure I'm doing this all wrong, and that there's a better way I should be doing this. I'm almost certain. Okay, that went through. And that went through. So this is what I was thinking. Hoping that I could just shimmy this thing through here. Is it all the way through? I think it is. Yeah. The problem is, that it's not, it's too much. It's too much of the planner cover remaining. So let's see if I cut a hole in it. There we go. It's in there, y'all. Okay, I'm feeling a little bit more excited about this whole thing, because I gotta admit, your girl was like, what did I do, y'all? Okay. I'm trying to debate on whether or not I want to cut a little bit more off, but I just feel like if I keep cutting at it, it won't have anything to hold on to. You know what I mean? Like, it's already like perfectly snug in there, but I'm going to trim a little bit off here. Because I'd rather it be too snug in here than too loose. I mean, it's on there, y'all. And now that it's on there, I'm noticing that this is not straight. I don't think it's straight. Yeah, y'all. And now the D is not straight. It's upside down. I'm gonna try to twist that around. I'm just afraid to take it back out because I feel like if I take it out, I might not be able to get it back in. So So maybe I'll just let the D be crooked a little bit, but hey, I'm probably the only one that notices it. So it's in there, y'all. It is in there. Okay, I'm gonna take it out because that D is gonna annoy me so bad. So now I'm gonna put it back in again. Just make sure that I'm more conscious of the positioning. And doesn't look like it's hard to put back in. All right, so it's in there, y'all. So as you can see, that's how the side looks. And that's how that side looks, which isn't bad at all because it's gonna be on the inside anyways. So it doesn't really matter that it is not completely perfect. And so I'm going to just cut this a little bit more to make it a little more even because I feel like it's not even. It's just a little bit off. And then I want to get my corner punch and see if I can round those edges. Okay, y'all, so I went ahead and did a little more digging to this snap. And now I'm really, really pleased with it. So I want to show you the final results. So I went back in with my razor blade and I really dug out all of that stuff that was on the inside. And if you shimmy around the outer edge and on the inner edge of it, it'll loosen up pretty easily and you can just pull it right on out. And so now it fits in here even better. See, it was able to take that plastic and shimmy it through the opening, the indentation of the button. And that's the key to it coming, and that's the key to it staying in because it was coming off. Every time I was unbuttoning it, it was coming off. The button was staying on here and everything else was coming off on the back side. And so I needed to make sure that I got in there really deep. So as you can see, you can't even tell that I did anything. It looks like it was designed like that. And I did go ahead and round my edges. This is the edge rounder that I used. So I just went in and I took it. This thing is like commercial grade almost. And I just snipped off the excess on each side, and so that way the corners would be rounded and I don't have to worry about it looking wonky. And so that's what I did, y'all, and I think it looks fantastic. You can't even tell that I did anything to it. So I'm really proud of myself, y'all. So it was a little tricky, but now when you snap it, everything stays in place. It feels good in your hands. It's not like moving around all over the place and just going haywire, and everything is still even. Everything looks good, y'all. I am so pleased with it. So glad I decided to do it. I was a little scared. You guys saw the initial part of the video. I didn't want to cut it because there's no going back after that. And so I was concerned. So as you can see, snap goes in easily, snap comes off. So the key is really getting all of that residue out of the inside of the snap if you decide to keep the same snap on here. Because I did order some on Amazon and they actually probably are sitting at my front door. But I said, I'm just gonna keep the same snap. I don't wanna have to worry about trying to fit one to this because I'm not like a sewer or a seamstress. And so I just thought I would probably mess something up and get the wrong size and it wouldn't work out. So I said, why not just use what we have available to us? And it was just easier that way. So again, you guys saw me, I just cut a little hole there and then I got all the residue out. Once I, of course, trimmed it down to size, got all the residue out of there. Again, get as much as you can out of there so that way when you push this through, it'll latch in to the inside of there. That's the key. And it just worked out. And so you can't even tell that I cut it, y'all. Isn't that so cool? And so now I don't have all of this overlay like that. It's a nice and tight fit. And that's what I wanted. So that's it, guys. I just thought I would show it to you. And show you how I decided to hack it. Everything that I did was in real time. You got to see like my trials, and so learn from the trials that I did and see if you could maybe come up with a better solution. Drop a comment below, let everybody know, so that way they don't have to go through the same things I went through. If you know a better method, leave a comment below. If you try this, also let me know. Tag me on Instagram or comment below and let me know that you tried this and how easy it was for you. So I think watching this should be helpful, so that way you can get the process a little bit more streamlined, because again, I was just trying it for the first time and hoping for the best. So super easy. So just keep watching this video over and over again, see how you can improve the method, and then share with us how you did that. So that way, going forward, those who watch and read the comments below, they'll see the best method in order to hack this, because it's a super gorgeous cover. It was just too big. It was just too much overhang, too much moving around. And so now you've got a tight and snug fit and everything stays in place. So that's it, guys. Just want to show that to you. Now you can have your decorative cover in the back still, and it does fit expander discs, classic discs, mini discs. So put the right discs in here that you know you're going to have on this planner. That way you know how much to cut off, but you don't have that much wiggle room. And so you will enjoy this once you do that more than you already do, in my opinion. So thanks y'all so much for watching. I appreciate you stopping by my channel today. I knew this was going to be a super quick video, but I just had to share it with you guys because I love this thing so much. I'm on the hunt now for the Teresa Collins cover or planner. I don't know. I don't really need another planner, but I want a more neutral planner. So I'm either going to print some covers myself, which you guys have been asking for classic covers anyways, or I'm going to go and find me a cover for this thing, guys, because I need a more neutral look. I love the outer part of the cover, but I don't love the inner part of the cover. Not cute. Not my thing. I do love pastels though, so that's interesting that it's not my thing. I think it's just too dark of pastel. So anyways, I just want to share that with you guys. Hopefully this hack is helpful to you, and I appreciate you stopping by my channel. Hopefully you'll come back by and watch another video, in which case I'll see you guys then.